Okay, so in today's video, we're going to talk about retargeting strategy. The best retargeting strategy that brings people back to your website, either taking them from totally cold through a series of steps into booking an appointment with you, into becoming super qualified leads, or of course taking existing clients and encouraging them to become repeat purchasers, to take the next step and buy something else from you. Okay, so let's jump into today's training. The best retargeting strategy for your business will target visitors depending on the different types of behavior and pages that they visited upon your website. So, for example, you might want to encourage people who've landed on your website as browsers from other sources, organic traffic from Google or Bing, etc., maybe Facebook traffic. You want whichever source of traffic, you want to encourage them to keep coming back, especially if they've not bought anything or not opted in. Of course, we want to take these browsers and place them into our funnel so that we can keep marketing to them to encourage them to take the next step. And of course, we want those interested visitors to really know who our brand is, to really understand our brand, to understand how we can solve their problem, to understand what we're about. And ideally, of course, we want them to become buyers. We want them to book appointments, or we want them to buy something from us. Then finally, your third category is we want those people who've already bought something from us to become repeat purchasers. And of course, we want them talking about us. We want them recommending our content to others because they really like what we're about and they become our brand ambassadors. So, great, sounds absolutely great in principle, but how can we do that? So what you're going to need is to segment your visitors very carefully using audiences in both Facebook and Google. So you'll want to create separate audiences based on the visitors that you've got so far that are coming from different sources of traffic, and they might be pages such as opt-in pages. So you're going to want two different separate audiences. One for those who did sign up and one for those who didn't. And you're going to use those in different types of adverts. So you're going to have one ad to those who haven't yet opted in and a different type of ad encouraging people to take yet another step for those who did opt in. We're also going to have separate audiences set up for those people who've landed on our contact us or hire us pages. Now, of course, that is indicating a very high level of interest because we now want specific ads set up to target those people that were interested enough to want to know how to contact us and encourage them to take that next step. Now, of course, you'll then want to make sure that you exclude anybody that successfully booked in a call because you don't want to keep spamming them with seeing the ads to book a call, etc. if they've already done so. So you will have two separate audiences set up there. You'll also want separate audiences for your booking and payment pages. If somebody's landed on your order form page, for example, but did not complete the sale or complete the order for whatever reason, you want to retarget them back with that particular offer. Now remember, you can do this in Facebook, which everybody knows about. You can do that in your audiences. Google have added this feature too, so make sure that you've got both set up in your retargeting and remarketing sequences. So here's what you're going to want to include in your retargeting strategy. You're going to want to encourage all of these visitors to become fans, to like you on Facebook, to become part of your fan base. And that means that anything you're putting on the page organically, you've got a chance of them seeing it organically without paying. Or, of course, you can boost posts to existing fans, and it means they'll then be able to see it at that stage. You want anybody that didn't sign up to your opt-in to be encouraged to come back and opt in. And you want to show anybody that did opt in, so recently joined your mailing list, proof about your brand, so proof of your brand credentials. Now, depending on what your business does, you would want that to be something like videos talking about what you do, or case studies, testimonials. It might want to be blogs or PR, for example, if you've been published in the press anywhere. Those are all extremely useful to put in a retargeting sequence to build trust in your brand, to encourage them to really become these brand ambassadors that we're talking about. And of course, anybody that's bought from you, so is now a client or a customer, you're going to show them offers for other products. So you want them to take the next step to keep buying from you. Now, of course, we then need to be very careful with a number of things. So you're going to want to be careful with your retargeting spend. Now, we don't want too high a budget. So you're going to have to be very careful to make sure that this, typically we're going to have 80% of traffic aimed at bringing cold leads, and then 20% or less is going to be for your retargeting sequences. Now, doing that the other way round, or having too high a budget for retargeting, means that you're going to be spamming your audiences. It means that people will hide your ads or give negative feedback about you, and it means that they won't see any future ads. So please make sure that you assign a low budget and assign an impression cap if you have the option to do so, which does exist in Google, for example. So we don't want our ads to end up getting accidentally hidden or deliberately hidden by the person viewing it. Then finally, you need to make sure that you set up your exclusions and use them. So if somebody's already opted in, make sure you exclude them from seeing it again. This is so important. We don't want to keep showing people the same offer if they've already opted in or if they've bought it. Okay, so I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you subscribe and like us to make sure that you see future videos. Leave us a comment, leave us a like so that we know you've enjoyed the video, and tell us what you'd like us to record videos on next. Okay, so looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.